What up, YouTube? This Juan checking in, doing a video today on the AMEX GOLD card and why I think in 2020 this is still the card to have. Let's get into it. AMEX GOLD, guys, this is one of the best cards on the market. I have the card personally in my wallet right now. I use it every day. It's my daily driver. So let's go ahead and get into the breakdown, and let's break down these multipliers starting off. Okay, so first off, we do have you get 4x back on all dining worldwide. Okay, so that's not only in the United States, that's across seas, in Europe, Canada, anywhere you're gonna be. All right. And again, you can use this at bars, restaurants, all that type of stuff. Anything that the merchant codes as like dining is gonna code for that 4x for you. All right. And also, you're gonna get 4x back on grocery store spend up to $25,000 every single year. Okay, so this is incredible. Obviously, if you're a single individual or family, whatever the case may be, when everybody got a grocery shop at some point. And even if you're not, these work for gift cards. If you're looking to get a gift card for I don't know, a lot of these grocery stores have gift cards for Bath and Body Works or Target, which is a good thing to do. So it's multitude of ways you can use this 4x category at the grocery store, but you got 25K every year that you'll be getting at 4K, and obviously after that you'll drop back down to 1x. Okay, and then the next category is going to be 3x on all airline purchases directly through the airline website, or if you use the AMEX travel portal. Okay, so the AMEX travel portal, we'll actually get into this a little bit. I'll touch on it later in the video. But the AMEX travel portal, it's solid. Obviously, it's actually a little bit better in redemption for when you're booking business class and first class flights. It's not so good for economy, but like I said, we'll get into that a little bit later in the video. But the 3x is still solid. If you're gonna book directly with the airline, you're getting 3x back on your airline purchases. Okay, and then obviously you're gonna get 1x on everything else, which is standard credit card territory. Now the $250 annual fee that this card has is gonna scare a lot of people, but we're actually gonna touch on the credits that you do get back to help offset this annual fee. So it actually makes it to the point where effectively you're only going to be paying about $30 to $35 annually for this card if you can hit these get these fees or credits back. Okay, so the first one is going to be the $120 dining credit. So one thing I don't like about Amex, I would say, they break it up into monthly installments or monthly credits of $10 that you have to use, which could be a little bit cumbersome for people. You can't forget to use the credit on a month. I try not to forget. I actually got a reminder on my calendar at the beginning of the month to make sure I use the credit, because I want to get all my money's worth with that annual fee. But the $10, it works at Grubhub, Seamless, Cheesecake Factory, and also Shake Shack. Okay. And the cool little trick you can do with Grubhub is when you get on the app and you download it, you can actually go and select pickup instead of delivery. So that'll help you cut down the cost of you not having to pay for delivery and tips and all that type of stuff. You can actually just pick up the food yourself, and it'll be a little bit cheaper that way. Now, I will say with Grubhub, they actually do kind of jack up the prices a little bit, so you kind of got to watch that and do the math and make sure you're not overspending. But outside of that, it's actually a really effective way to use that $10 credit. And obviously, if you're going to Cheesecake Factory, Shake Shack, which are popular places for people my age, millennials and Gen X, that'll be a useful way to use that credit as well. Okay, this one's a little more controversial because Amex makes it really hard to use this credit. You're gonna get $100 airline credit. Okay, and the way this works is you actually go when you get the card, you go to the Amex website and you're gonna select the airline that you want to use for the year. You can only change it once per year, so make sure it's the airline that you're gonna be flying on frequently. So once you select that airline, then that credit can be used towards any purchases through that airline. So if it's checked bags that you need to purchase, if it's in-flight purchases such as like drinks, things of that nature, it works really good for that. It used to work with gift cards for certain airlines, but Amex has kind of been clawing back on that and trying to make it real tough for us to use this $100 airline credit. But if you can use it, obviously that's $100 sitting there. So if you're gonna be flying on the airline and you're using check bags and things like that, definitely use that to try to get some of your money back from that $250 annual fee for sure. And so next, I actually want to touch on what a lot of credit cards actually have, but most people don't even think to look at it or to even acknowledge it or recognize it. These are going to be additional benefits that the card has. So one in particular is the extended warranty. Okay, so this card, which a lot of cards do have, but this card in particular that we're talking about, which is the MX Gold, you actually get an additional year of extended warranty, which matches the manufacturer warranty. Okay, so anything that you buy, aka the PS5, but you buy something like that, you get it, and it has a 1-year manufacturer warranty. So if you purchase that on the MX Gold card, it's actually going to match that 1-year warranty. So instead of having 1 year, you'll have 2 years of that manufacturer warranty, which is really, really good just for using a credit card instead of using a debit card or cash. And I actually have some more videos coming up on why it's important to use credit cards instead of debit or cash. Is really, really effective. But also you're going to get what's called purchase protection on this MX Gold card. So what that is, basically when you buy anything that you purchase anything with this card, you're going to get additional 90 days of coverage. I think it's up to $50,000 per year, and that might be $500 to $1,000 per claim. You have to double check on that. But you do get that additional 90 days of coverage. So if anything that you purchase on the card is damaged, lost, stolen, you are covered for up to 90 days. So it's a little bit of peace of mind having that when you purchase small electronic items and things like that on this card, because you are covered, and just in case it gets damaged, lost, or stolen, and you try to take it back and the original merchant doesn't want to actually return the item. Okay, so the next thing we're going to get into now is some comparison cards that come up a lot. I hear people talk about the Chase Sapphire Preferred, which is a solid card. It has a good sign-up bonus going for $60K right now. You get 2x on dining and travel. Also the Chase Sapphire Reserve, which I think this card is more in competition with that card. You get 3x on travel and dining. And then you have to throw in the annual fee cards as well. The no annual fee cards, I should say, which are the Wells Fargo Propel card, which you get 3x on I think subscriptions, dining. It's a really good card. Like I said, zero annual fee. You're not paying anything for the card. And also I want to throw in a new one, which is the US Bank Altitude Go, I want to say it's called, which it does give you 4x. That matches the MX Go 4x on those dining purchases, and I think it's 2x on not sure, I'll put that up on the screen for you, but it is 2x on there. So for another category, and it's no annual fee on that card too. But I want to say with the MX Gold, this card, shout out to Brian Jung, the flex value on this card is amazing. MX just has a way about it, the website, the way they just, the customer service is amazing. MX just has a myth to it that it's just luxury and high class. Okay, when you're going anywhere, especially if you're at a restaurant, you're at a bar, a nice place, or wherever you are, if you're pulling out an Amex, like they're gonna look at you a little different. And this card is just, it's all metal. This card is just, it's crazy. And like I said, it's no better feeling when you go in and pay and you do this. When that metal it's a surreal feeling, I promise you guys. So I definitely would recommend this card again. Like, I use it every single day. It's a perfect card for anybody that's in their 20s, 30s, or you just hit 21. It's a good card to have. I would say credit for this card, as long as you have at least from what I've seen, a 660 you should be in prime position to get this card and get approved. Just make sure that you are aware that $250 annual fee, they're gonna hit you on the first statement with that annual fee, so be prepared for that. But if you can maximize these credits and use it effectively, I think this card is perfect. It's a really good card, and yeah, this is my first video. We're gonna be talking about just credit cards, personal finance, lifestyle, credit, all that type of stuff. So please, if you're interested in that, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel, because there's gonna be great content like this coming up. And I'm gearing this towards millennials and Gen X, just to have a good lifestyle, earn travel rewards, redemption, all that good stuff. And yeah, with that said, I'm signing out. Peace.